Hey guys, welcome back to another AQ World video. This is an XP guide. If you guys enjoyed this one, do me a favor and tap that like button, smash the subscribe, and hit the notification so you don't miss any of my content. If you are a YouTube member, big thanks for all the support you guys show me. And if you would like to join my YouTube membership, tap the join button down below. If you are a brand new player, I highly recommend checking out the 13 Lords of Chaos and playing through the first few quests or the first few stories of the quest lines so that you can really understand how the quests flow and what this game is about. Once you get to a part where you can't progress any further, you're going to need to level up. That's where this guide will come in handy. It's also going to come in handy for anybody who's at higher level but having trouble leveling up. Before you get started, you're going to want to grab an XP boost. This comes in very, very handy, especially if there's a server boost going on. You can get even more XP, which comes in very, very handy. You can get these multiple different ways, one of which is by visiting the Wheel of Doom. Log in 3 days in a row to get Gears of Doom, which you can then use to spin the wheel and get yourself a daily XP boost. There's also XP boost items like this Cape of Awe that can come in very, very handy when trying to gain XP. One of the easiest XP boost items can be found at the river. In this chest, you'll be finding the chest shop, and in here you have the Arcan Blade of Glory that provides you with 20 XP. Also nice too because this is a tribute to AQ3D. There's also the Shadow Blade of Despair. This also provides you with 20 XP, so you have your option of either one. You don't need both, you just need to grab one of these, and you can get these at level 30. The first map I recommend is the Underlair. Once on this map, you're going to be heading all the way to the 5th screen. This is where you're going to be finding other people farming, and the enemies here are level 65 and provide some pretty decent XP. The next map is Firewar. In this location, it's not the enemies that provide the XP, it is actually the metal turn-in. So you'd be taking down the Fire Drackle in this location, and upon defeating the enemies in here, you're going to be getting some fire dragon scales, which you can then turn in, and you'll be getting XP that way. Another map to mention is the Battleground maps. Now, Battleground A is the first one. In here, you're going to be finding some quests, and there's a slew of different quests depending on what level you are. So, of course, if you're between level 1 and 15, you're going to be turning this in after defeating 10 enemies and getting 300 XP. Now, this is not better than the Firewar, but I did want to mention this as an alternative. You do have other quests as well, and of course, the higher the level, the more XP you're going to be getting, which can make it rather profitable when you are farming in these locations because you get more and more XP from farming this. Highly recommended as well that you would pin this, because upon doing so, you're going to find it right up here, which comes in very, very handy when you are on the map. Let's say here, for instance, you can just bring this up and then you're able to accept it, complete it, and you're also able to turn it in. If you're doing this method, make sure your allow quest log turn-ins is on, make sure your quest pinner is on, and make sure your re-accept quest after turn-in is on. I do want to mention, depending on what quests you're doing, you do have to be in the right battleground. So in this case, I'm in Battleground A, but if you're doing these quests, you want to be in Battleground E. Now this shows it only goes to level 75 with the Hall of Honors providing more XP, but it's only for members. However, there is another one above, but you need to be in the right battleground. If you join Battleground F, you will discover another variant of the quests, this one providing 12,000 XP if you defeat the Battleground F opponents. Next location I'd like to mention is the Shadowbattleon. And in this location, you'll be farming these guys and then able to turn in both the megas and the regulars. These ones providing 4,000 XP and these ones providing 8,000 XP. Now, of course, I can't talk about gaining XP unless I mention the Icestormarena. This is by far the most popular method for leveling up, and there's several different ways of doing it in this map. The first of which is actually not in this map, it's in the basement. Ice Storm Under is one of the best maps for leveling up. You just be farming in here, taking down these level 255s, and continuing this. This is basically where you're going to be living for the majority of the rest of your grind. Of course, you do have another option. If you talk to Warlord Icewing, you're going to find the Warlord Icewing thing right down here, where you're going to have access to this quest, which will provide you with 75,000 XP. Also, if you are a member, then you do have another option which provides you with 100,000 XP. The next map is Sevencircleswar. This is another location where players can farm XP because you're going to be taking down these guys and then you're turning in the war medals and the mega medals. You can also grab this quest for more XP. The final method of gaining fast XP is in the Time Inn. Talking to Sir Cole, you're going to find the Ultra quests, and in here you're going to be finding quests that give you 500,000, where you need to defeat the Ultra in order to get the 500,000, and there are several of these quests right here that you can do. These are dailies. You can only do them once a day, but that is a lot of XP, not to mention the gold. Come to think of it, there's a whole ton of these that you can do. Now, it does mention the requirements. This one here requiring level 80, some of which do require being above level 60. But there we go. I think that covered all the locations. If I did miss something, I do apologize. Let me know in the comments below what methods you use to gain fast XP. Take care out there and keep those swords swinging.